Liverpool versus everybody. So apparently, Mark Halsey, I don't know, former referee who I think retired in the 2012-2013 season, has said that Mo Salah should be banned for diving to win the penalty against Newcastle. Listen, this is the life of a Liverpool supporter. You have former refs coming out with grudges against Mo Salah. I mean, you know you're doing something great when that happens. Here's the thing. If you've been watching the games, last few games, go back and watch the games. Look carefully. I agree. F them. I agree. Look at how Salah is being tugged almost every time he's in the box. Every single time. Now, to me, I don't think it's a dive. But my point is, at some point, you have to get the ref's attention. I think he might have embellished it a bit, but he definitely was pulled back. And I don't remember seeing too much arguing from, was it Dummett? Dunnett, whatever the defender's name is. So, again, just sour grapes, man. You got former refs who, I mean, that guy must be a Man United fan or Everton fan or City fan. I don't know. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Anyway, let's talk about the Reds. Confidence is all time high. It's beautiful to see. And again, I say it every week, but it's the truth. What a win today. Salah nearly got his leg broke in a recent game and still played on. Exactly. Exactly. And that's just one of the many situations where Salah to me has never been a diver. I think the best forwards in the world at times embellish things. Give me any name that you want to give me, the best strikers in the world, and tell me they've never dived or embellished some contact. It happens. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. But the confidence just is through the roof. And I've said it before. You don't go into games. At least I don't go into games thinking, low block team, we're gonna struggle. I mean, 4-0, bro. 4-0. And it probably, honestly, not even probably, it should have been more than that. It should have been two or three in the first half. Yeah, I feel you, Dave. I feel you, man. I agree. That and just really, really sour. Because people can't accept Liverpool doing this well. They can't accept it. And you're not gonna ever hear me tell another fan, relax, we haven't won anything. Now, for me, I tell myself that, relax, Aaron, calm down. We haven't won anything. Just because that's just how I operate. But we should be excited. Now, it is just December, and we haven't won anything. That's the truth of the matter. But I'm not going to be running around telling people to relax. Everybody should be happy. Everybody should feel positive. It's a long way to go, but this isn't a team of Suarez, Sturridge, Sterling, Gerrard. All due respect to that team, but the defense was straight doo doo. Let's be honest. The defense was trash. This team is just different. Not just the defense, just collectively every phase of the team. There were years when there were seasons, most recently, we saw Henderson in the midfield and we thought, oh, God, what are we going to do today? Henderson has had back to back games where he's been, I don't even think I'm stretching this, he's been amazing. He's been amazing. Moving the ball forward, hell, moving it sideways and backwards, but being effective, being moving forward, doing positive things with the ball. Um, there's just not at this point, man. There's nothing I can really say negative. He has been great. He has been great, and people need to start admitting that people just go quiet when he plays well. People are just quiet. They don't say anything. But when he plays bad or average, people are on Twitter. They're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Is MySpace still a thing? Black Planet. What's the other social networks? Whatever. They're on every social network saying how bad he is. You gotta give the guy some respect, man. You gotta give him some respect where it's due. Halfway through the season, Thompson says, yeah, we have the best points total in a very long time. Also, we have more clean sheets than a Hilton Hotel, baby. Dave, I love that. I love that. I might have to steal that from you. I like that a lot. But, it's just, let's just go with that, what Dave just said. The clean sheets, baby, come on. This is 7 goals conceded. Do y'all really, when you look at that, do you really realize how serious of a defense you have to have in the Premier League to only concede 7 goals? And let's be honest, 2 or 3 of them were kind of goals we gave away. Not to take anything away from the teams that scored them, and we know what those moments were. But I mean, that is really incredible, man. And we've been saying this for the longest time. Liverpool get a defense, not only Premier League, but Europe, the world better watch out. Because we knew how good we were with creating chances. But we couldn't stop a nosebleed. We couldn't stop a nosebleed. No, 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 no. That was me saying that just because there was a former ref who came out and said that he thought he should be banned. A ref who retired in 2012, 2013. Yeah. You can, bro. Points mean prizes. Yeah, I mean, it is unbelievable. It is unbelievable, man, how good this team is playing. Uh, I mean, I'm just so proud. I'm on here. I don't want to waste you guys' time. I don't have a lot to say, but besides just gloating for Liverpool because we deserve it, man. We deserve this, man. This has been a long time coming. And again, I say this, but just looking this well, being this confident in this team, dominating teams where just seasons ago we weren't doing it. Last season, if we went into the first half 1-0, we'd probably think, oh, this is, we were lucky to have that. And, Newcastle will probably get, something off the break or a set piece and it'll be a draw and we'll lose points. So it's just, somebody said, who is Dive? I'm not sure what that question means, Mr. Tabor. We're just not phased by anything. No, we're not. Elite mentality, correct. 19 games and 12 clean sheets. Goals against, wow. Yeah, 7 goals against, wow. Yeah, yeah, man. I may have said 7 clean sheets earlier. I meant 7 conceded. Sorry. We can beat City at their own crib. Again, look, I'm not here to talk about All or Nothing FC. If you guys want to hear that, you can go to a whole lot of different other channels. I don't knock them, but I'm not concerned with what All or Nothing FC is doing. I'm only concerned with what Liverpool are doing. And people keep talking about them, but there's a team called Tottenham Hotspur. They're pretty decent too. I'm gonna talk briefly just about this game against Arsenal. I know the game is on Saturday. I'll talk more in depth as the day goes on, but um, they're a totally different team than they were that draw against us at their crib. Totally different team right now. Injuries galore. Defense is looking crazy. They're losing and or drawing to teams that they have no business struggling with, in my opinion. All you keep hearing about is lack of blood clot Zed and Obama blood clot Yang, and it's an all time low when you go to their channel and somebody the first thing they say is, "Oh wait, is Obama Yang still leading goal scorer?" That's what you're concerned with after drawing to Brighton. So that's that. They got some bigger issues. My prediction for Saturday is Liverpool 2, Arsenal nil. I'll go with that. And it'll probably be something around that, and that's fine with me. Again, I'm going to call me crazy, call me cocky, whatever. I go into most games thinking we'll have 2-0, 3-0, one something nil. I just trust this defense way too much, man. And there were moments in this game, not a lot, but enough. And Klopp spoke about it that we weren't incredible defensively, and that shows where Klopp is now. For Klopp to come out and say that shows that he knows his defense is good, but he wants it to be even better. That's scary for opposing teams. Do you realize that? This is Klopp, probably one of the most offensive-minded, attacking, all about scoring goals. Let's just outscore the other team. This is a manager who was all about that run and gun style, fast pace, heavy metal. He's saying the defense wasn't that great today. He said it in the first half. So, I mean, that's the other thing. Joe Gomez is coming back. Matip is coming back. Look, man, I've said it. I'm going to say it again. I don't care if y'all are getting tired of it. Liverpool are real this year, and it's okay to accept that. It's okay as a Liverpool fan to say, you know what? We are going to do something special this year. We're going to do something special this year. Whether that's the league, Champions League, FA Cup, something. And I've talked about so long about it being more than just enjoying a ride, and having something at the end of that ride. And I still stand by that. But I got to admit, I'm enjoying the hell out of this ride, man. I'm enjoying the hell out of this ride. The fact that we haven't lost halfway at the season is just, you think about all the great Liverpool teams we've had down the years. And again, that team with Suarez in them, as amazing as they were, as amazing as Suarez was, I don't know how good we would have been if we didn't have Suarez, to be fair. All due respect to the other players, but this team's on another level. This team is on another level. And You know, you feel for some of the Newcastle defenders. You know, they just had Christmas holidays. They probably had a few things to drink. You know, spend some time with their lady, their family, the opening gifts, and then they forgot that the next day they had to play Liverpool. Who can stop Mo Salah right now? And I'm not even talking about scoring goals because I think again he's going to get more goals. I'm not worried about that. But just in general, stopping him, his movement, his link play, um, his ability to get away from defenders. I mean, who's stopping this dude? Who? Somebody tell me. I don't think we hit top form yet. Yeah, could be our year. Yeah, I mean, definitely. There's no question it could be our year. Um, been hurt too much, bro. This team still has a long way to go. Excellent so far. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Got to keep things in perspective. Dave says we have played in second gear for most of. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And see, I don't even know if I subscribe to that because, again, if we are more clinical with our chances, nobody's saying we playing in second gear. Just think about all the games we've had this season. And I'm not complaining at all. We're undefeated. I'm good. But just think about all the games we've had this season. If we were that much more clinical, how many goals we probably would have scored and how much we would have smacked these teams up. The whole goal situation between Liverpool and all or nothing FC wouldn't even be a conversation if we were that much more clinical. Again, that's being petty and picky because we're undefeated. I'm not tripping. I'm just making a point. I don't know if I agree with that whole, we haven't been in top gear. And fine, if you're going to compare it to moments of last season, but I'll take this season over any season, especially last season, because again, defensively, we're that much better. We're stout. We're stout defensively. And again, I heard on a podcast, and I agree. When you and Liverpool go a goal up, I mean, I'm not concerned anyway. I mean, and I say that every week, but every week they reassure me and make it that much more clear. Like Aaron, yeah, I know you said it last few weeks, but once again, just remember, you don't have to worry about us. That's what they keep showing me. They keep showing me every week that if there's any concern in my head, let it go. And quite frankly, if Liverpool get a goal up, especially against a team that don't really pose any threat like Newcastle, why would I trip? Why would I be concerned? Firmino seems a bit off to me. I did notice it, and I said it at halftime, I believe. He does look off. He does look off. I noticed it even much more in the Wolves game. Giving the ball away and kind of just settling for these last ditch, physical attack, which I love that he does. But yeah, something seems off. I don't know what it is. But again, he's very integral to what we do. So I'm not too concerned about it because again, with a team like this, you can have a guy like Firmino who, let's be honest, he has not been anywhere near the Firmino we know. Yeah, he's had certain games. United game was good, but still wasn't amazing. Other games he's been okay, but you can't really think of a stretch of games in a row where Firmino was really consistent, and that's just in the league and in the Champions League. He got the winner against PSG, great, wonderful, after the eye situation or whatever. But when you have a team like this, you're not really concerned with one of our big guns, if you will, maybe not being in the best of form because you have everybody else assisting into that. Back-to-back weeks, that's a center back a game scoring a goal. Let me say it again. Back-to-back games, center backs scoring goals. Not just lucky little punch-ins or set-piece headers, which most center backs get. You got dudes outside the box. Yes, Dejan Lovren. I mean, did you see that strike? The one from Van Dijk against Wolves. These are not just basic, run of the mill. Oh, you're supposed to make that shot. These are good shots. You know what I'm saying? These are good shots, and they're not lucky shots. They're good shots. We have a good team, and it's okay to accept that. 2 set piece goals today. What am I always talking about? We need more goals from set pieces. What do we get today? 2 set piece goals. I mean, Mane didn't score today. Firmino didn't score today. Salah got the penalty. But we're getting big-time work from everybody else involved. Salah gets his. Shaqiri gets his. Fabinho gets his. Lovren. You know what I mean? It just feels good, and especially when you can coast in a game like that and you can rest guys. You can bring Mane off. I forget who came off, but anyway, you can bring guys off, and you don't really feel like you're missing a beat. Last season We bring guys off. We were scared to bring them off because we didn't really have much coming off the bench. So it's just a lovely thing. And look at all the other teams around us, injury issues. All the other teams around us, injury issues. You know, and every year it's usually Liverpool who's struggling. Now we got our own injuries, but what a great time to have Trent back. Someone said earlier, Matip's coming back, Gomez is coming back. Our midfield's starting to drive. Yeah, the midfield is incredible, and it's at the point now, in my opinion, where it doesn't matter who's in the midfield for me. It could be Milner, Genie, Naby, Hendo, Fab, Shaqiri, Milner, Genie, Fab. I mean, it could be whoever. Anybody who plays in that three, I'm confident with. And for me, that was one of the, not even issues, but that was one of the areas where because we had so many players, we didn't really know what our best midfield is. I don't really care if it's our best midfield, quote unquote. To me, any midfield we put in there, I'm just being quite honest. I've seen enough of these guys this season to know that we should be confident with any midfield we play. That's just straight up, man. Even throw Lallana in there. Yeah, I said it. Even throw Lallana in there. Because everyone is bringing up their level that much more. Everyone wants to be a part of this. This is not a team where we're losing games we shouldn't be losing, drawing games we shouldn't be losing, conceding a bunch of goals. Yes, we're missing chances here and there. Yes, we're not as clinical as we know we can be. But again, the thing we have to remember is that we're creating those chances that we're not being clinical at. So you know, with a team like this, as we've shown, you keep knocking at the door, at some point we're going to bust it through. And it might be from a goal from someone you least expect. Fine, I don't care. The object of the game is to score goals, put the ball in the net. And God damn it, we're doing that. We're doing that. So, yeah, I just don't fear any team. You know, in all due respect to Arsenal, when they're fit and firing, they can be a mean opponent. But I just can't. That's just not something that I can fathom happening. I can't fathom coming into Anfield and getting anything out of that game. I just can't. I'm too. Liverpool are too fucking real right now. Excuse my language. They're too real. They're too real. And you know, again, Liverpool, just keep going, head down, stay on your job. This is a business transaction. That's all it was. We will be Arsenal. City is the game. Yeah, but even them, I'm not. I mean, and not even based on necessarily their last results. You know, all or nothing FC. I just don't fear any team. With this season, this team has shown me just another level. I hear what you're saying, Dave, and I agree. Um, and I don't want to look past Arsenal because to me that's the next game. Just like I didn't want to look past Newcastle to Arsenal or City, all or nothing FC. Sorry, but you know, Arsenal's the next one. Next order of business this weekend. I love this period of the season, man. So many games, so many chances to watch Liverpool, and you know what a year to be excited to watch them every single game. I'm gonna say this. And Liverpool and Klopp's been playing these mental games, and the reason why I call them mental games because you know it's worked. I think because him coming out saying all or nothing FC has no weaknesses, he knows that's not true. He knows that's not true, and that manager over there, the one who ruined football, he knows that's not true. But it puts pressure on them right away. When you say things like that, when Klopp knows he should know. I know he's trying to say the right thing. It's a race of 2 to 3 teams. You know, he'll mention Chelsea, he'll mention Arsenal, you know, but he knows it's probably between us. Spurs tend to be Spursy towards the end of the season, and all or nothing FC. But him saying that, I think, has gotten into the heads of City, all or nothing FC, and that manager. I think it's gotten in their heads. You know, and was it the game we beat Bournemouth and they had to play that next day against Chelsea, I think it was. That's 3 losses in the last 4 games. But they are all or nothing FC, and I expect them to bounce back. I expect them to bounce back. So, listen, man, I'm proud of this team. And like I said, it's really just about Liverpool, man. It's really about what Liverpool is doing. Yes, it looks nice to see us 7 points ahead of that other team, 6 points ahead of the next team under us, which is Spurs. But we got to just keep trucking. You know, I hear what you're saying, Thompson, but this is all or nothing FC. No excuses, bro. No excuses. They're supposed to have one of the strongest teams, one of the best teams ever in the Premier League. So I don't want to hear that. Maybe they should stop buying players that are injury prone. I know. I'm sorry. I can't hear any excuses made for it. Not saying that you're making one, but that's the same kind of narrative that some of those fans or neutral fans or even some Liverpool fans are making. They don't have certain players. You're telling me a team like All or Nothing FC have nobody to come in? All the money they spent? Really? Really? So I mean, if those are big, because people were telling me it was because they didn't have KDB. But didn't, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Silva play today? And I really don't want to. I don't want to dwell too much on City, but didn't Silva play today? Okay, yeah, you're missing Fernandinho, who I think is probably one of their most important players. But I'm not trying to hear all that about them missing players, man. No, this is All or Nothing FC. They should be better than that. I call City the Visa card boys. Dave, you're on the road today, man. Have no excuse. Their squad. Exactly. I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that. Epic says Guardiola to PSG next season. I'm calling it. Yeah. And here's the thing. I want to end with this because HH made a really good point. And I got to get on HH because he didn't make any post match video, not to my knowledge, on Liverpool Newcastle. That's okay though. Max, 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 max. Hashtag 15 max. HH made a good point. Has Pep ever had to chase another team in any league he's managed? I heard his press conference. He said he lost 4 games in a row in La Liga, but I'm sure they were already, skyrocketing in that league at the time. Bayern Munich, I doubt he's ever had to chase. This is the first time you've had to really, really chase, where you've been the favorite and you just smashed the whole league, made it look like a joke to most people. Been called the best team in the Premier League, one of the best teams in the world, one of the favorites for the Champions League, all this other nonsense. When you're presented with something you've never had to deal with, any man, the strongest man in the world, woman, whatever, the powerful person on the planet is going to struggle because they're not used to it. It's something new. So let's see. Let's see. But can't say enough about this squad. Thanks everybody for coming by. Let me do a roll call. All right, Dave. Thanks for coming by. Dave, thanks for coming by. Epic. Thompson, good to see you again. Epic said that Thompson. Who else is here? Majid, what's up, bro? Haven't seen you in a while. I think that's about it. If I missed your name, please forgive me. Yeah, it's pretty much the same guys that were in here from the beginning. So, yeah, much love to you guys, man. We got a few days until we're back. A few days until we're back. Back to you, Thompson. A few days until we're back talking about Liverpool. So, go celebrate however it is that you do it. And look forward to seeing you guys soon.